Alright, I welcome you to what is going to be a System Shock 2 walkthrough. Now hopefully this will be good. Earlier I tried recording my first episode, but the audio with System Shock was weird. But what is weird? I'm going to be playing this on normal because
this game will rock your shit. And I'm gonna skip that first cutscene just because it just says System Shock 2. And then it shows it with a bunch of numbers. And I'm sorry for any lag.
So I'm going to skip basic training and go straight to advanced. Now, electric pistols and electric weapons, you just need to charge by a charging station for their ammo. And you see that little green thing that says 10 in the corner? That is how much the weapon has been used and how much it's degrading. And then there are also the pistols, and where it says standard right there, you can actually change the weapons because you can buy different types. But that thing right there, that shows you how much your weapon is degrading. And if it degrades enough, it will jam a lot more, or it'll stop working. And it could do that whenever you're using it. And then you use those to repair them. And then it went from 5 to 10. And then next is repair and hack. Now it sells special stuff like this. And I just bought that just to show you. I'm going back into weapons to show you different types of ammo. But as I have this pistol, you can change it from normal to burst. I'm going to put it to burst. And then with that arrow, you should be able to change the ammo. Or I guess it didn't carry over, but that's basically what burst does. I thought I could show you the different types of ammo with that, but I guess I can't. And then there's psi abilities. I'm not even going to bother with that. Probably will never use them. So there's OSA, which is sonic abilities, which is the one I skipped. Navy, which is repair and hacking. And Marines, which is basically guns and brute strength. I'm going to go with Navy, just because I love the idea of all the repairing and hacking. Now with this game, you can't be a jack of all trades. You can be... I mean, there could be one thing like you're terrible at, but you can't be equal, for the most part, at everything. But, so in here, eventually you're going to choose something, which will give you your beginning skills. So that's just this ship flying, so I'm going to skip it. So that is, you can pause the video if you want to read it. I'll continue on. And if you walk in front of it, it'll tell you what you're going to gain. So I'm going to work with ordnance. And again, I'll give you a second to pause the video and read this. And continue on. And as it keeps saying, like, year 1, year 3, like, you spend a year for each one of these. Now this is your last one. And I'm gonna go lab assistant to get 1 research. And what research does is, if you find a new item, it'll say unresearched, and over time, it'll be researched, and it'll tell you what it is, and what it does. And here's this for you. It's cutscene. And that was the last of it, so I'm just gonna skip the rest, but... And by the rest, I mean it'll just gonna sit there for another, like, 15 seconds or something. But hopefully this is one of the only System Shock 2 walkthroughs out on there. Because YouTube wasn't invented when System Shock 2 was, if I was correct. So, this is going to be very loud, and I'm not going to commentate until it dies down. So that guy has that on him. So if you click on this, go to the logs, and then click on it. And then it'll read it out, and it tells you the access code for that door. Now I gotta take that, and then charge it up. So that is that, and you can do upgrades with it, but I'm going to try to get through this door, but I'm going to make a save in case I fail. Make it right over there. Now sometimes your game will crash in the PC version of when you open up the menu. So there wasn't that much in here. I will show you what the upgrades are, but you see that is your upgrade modules. That is your nanites, which you buy stuff with. These are the different types. Here's tech, and then it shows you how much it costs. And then if you have it to go from 0 to 1, it's going to cost 10. And then if you already have one to go to the next, it's going to cost 5. And then with that one, it's more expensive just because that is the amount of damage and everything like that. And psi abilities, with all that, it's complex. But you'll pick up a Black Ops Siphon. Now these you can all level up. I'm not going to level up, I'm going to save up. But I know you need to go through here and get this guy's key card. And then you walk through here. I'm going to walk through here just because he has a psionic amplifier, which if you have the psi abilities, you can use it. And you automatically have some psi abilities if you go with the psionic officer, which was the OSA. Now I can get to just about right there, and then I'm gonna end the video. And this is sadly the end of the first episode.